my best friend. She just got like a VR headset, and she's like, I hate horror. Like she's so scared, like in VR chat.
Why is it that every time you ask a Twitch viewer, who are the most creative content creators on this platform, they always answer the same thing, and they always mention 2 or 3 names max? Isn't that weird? We're on a platform that has 2 to 3 million streamers at all times.
Actually, it's 9 million right now. Lol.
Surely the list of people that really stand out when it comes to creativity, it should be longer, right? There should be like 20, 30, even 100 people that would be regarded as the most creative, the people that go all out, the people that do stuff that you won't see anywhere else. But the truth is, there's just a couple of them. Now, despite the title, I want to keep this an open discussion because it's something that has so much nuance to it that it can't be answered. You can't say if you go all out in your creativity and you host this very interactive, very mind-blowing, insane production value stream that you will get a ton of viewers. Because the truth is, this list is long. It is actually long. But if you ask anyone, and I encourage you to do so, ask someone who are the top most creative people on Twitch in your opinion, like the crazy creative stand out like there's no other. They will list those 2 or 3 people that we all have in common, and then they'll proceed to add to that list a couple of streamers that are not really well known. Small streamers, if you will. That's also weird. Could that mean that creativity is not rewarded? Or is there something else that we are missing completely? Anyways, hey guys, Get Level here, and today I want to talk about standing out on Twitch, a platform that has 0 to no discoverability at all, but also a platform that is oversaturated with streamers. So how do you stand out? What can you do to make sure that people will choose you over the big companies, the big tournaments, the speedrunners, the professionals, the festivals, the celebrities that are also streaming on the same platform as you? Let's talk about it some more right after this message from our sponsor. This portion of the video is sponsored by Owned. Owned is your one-stop shop for customizing your live stream. They have a wide variety of customizable products, from your logo, your banner, your offline image, your animated overlays, your sub emotes, your loyalty points, subscriber badges, everything from start to finish. When checking out their complete packages, right here you will find the interactive showcase. So if you want to know what the donation alert within the pack would look like, just click on it. And there you go. Then you have all the options: animated overlay, webcam overlay, which, look at that, they even considered people who use green screens. They also provide gaming mascots and an avatar maker, but I'll let you guys figure that out. All you have to do is go to own.gg/getlevel. That's OWN3D.gg/getlevel. Let's talk about what we see on the surface. If I ask you to imagine, for example, a big Fortnite streamer. Imagine a stream from a big Fortnite streamer, right? You imagine that. You know what it looks like. You think about the overlays. You think about the setup. You think about the camera quality, the mic quality. You might even think about specifically which mic they're using. You probably successfully imagined every single top Fortnite streamer. If we were to pull up those streamers, there will be a lot of similarities when it comes to the details that you just thought about, making this very homogeneous when it comes to what things look like and how things are presented. Is it because it is something that is proven to work, or is it a lack of creativity? That's my big question. Let's do something else. Imagine a small Call of Duty stream. Think about it. You also probably successfully imagined what most of small Call of Duty streams will look like. Now, this video is not to put blame on the actual creators. It's not to say, hey, this is your fault or you're doing something bad. Not at all. This is me observing what has been happening on the channel for a while now. Usually there's trends and everyone follow up, but when I get asked the question, hey Gail, how do I stand out? You know, my initial automatic answer is always be more creative than other people. Stop doing the things that don't matter and start doing the things that matter. An easy answer is also, stop focusing on that game and how well you're doing as a gamer. Focus more on your personality, because people watch you most likely for you, and they don't care if you win or lose that game. A lot of the streams that are, quote unquote boring, what makes it boring is that the streamer will often be too focused on the game and not focus at all on the broadcast aspect of live streaming, the interaction with the viewers. They're just like streaming and try harding in the game, losing, getting mad, and everything is awkward. When on the opposite side, that small streamer that you watch religiously just knows who you are, says your name when you come in chat, and genuinely has a reaction to different people in their chat because they have a different relationship with those people in the chat. They are human, but they are also interesting. They are also entertaining. When I was talking about the top streamers that we know really stood out when it comes to creativity, of course, the first one is going to be Sushi Dragon. There's no bypassing Sushi Dragon. Sushi Dragon is kind of like the master, the big alibi for creativity on the platform.
Quality content.
Really like pushing the limits and the boundaries of everything to make his stream as interactive as possible. And I think that's where the secret is the interaction. But the second person, although they don't stream on Twitch anymore, is Dr. Disrespect. And in that case, it's mostly the persona that they created that made them famous, pretty much. It's not about interaction, really. In a certain sense, it is, because when you come to chat and you interact with him, it would be like you are interacting with this, larger than nature, old action movie star. It started with the disguise and acting. Whereas Sushi Dragon, it started with interactions and how to push the boundaries of technology and widgets and stuff like that. Now, let me tell you about my own experience. When I first started streaming, I started streaming Battlefield 3 and GTA 5 on the Xbox 360. And I did not realize that my upload speed was garbage. So I could not stream at a decent quality. So I pretty much, and I used to say that, I had the worst looking stream on the platform. I still grew a following and had a lot of regulars. I had an average from 3 to 7 viewers, but my secret sauce was viewer games. So it had nothing to do with my stream itself. It had more to do with the fact that I was hosting this place that people can show up, meet other people, and play games together, and basically share our passion of gaming, of those specific games. But here's the thing, back then, I thought that my content was the most important thing. I couldn't even fathom that people would show up for me. So when I hit a plateau playing those games, those team games, I tried the next best thing, boost up my content, try to stream something that would be so interesting that would be impossible for people to pass on it. And that's when I started IRL streaming. I live in Paris, and I thought, hey, you know what? Paris is like the touristic capital of the world. So a lot of people want to see what Paris is like. So if I live stream myself in Paris, surely it's going to be interesting. Surely it's probably going to go viral or something like that. I didn't know much. I was experimenting. So around Paris, there's this place where you can go in a giant helium balloon and basically float in the sky and have a view of the whole of Paris. I decided to live stream that. And again, I thought, oh my God, this is so awesome. I've never seen anyone else do something like that on Twitch. Back then, this was like years ago. The truth is, I wasn't working on myself back then. I didn't consider myself an entertainer at all. I only thought, hey, I was kind of the host, but most importantly, what people want to see is the content, and it depends on what I'm showing them. So I better show them interesting stuff. But the truth is, people were interested in me. That live stream got 5 viewers max. That was the peak viewership. That was 5 viewers. And I think I had an average of 2 viewers on that live stream. So I wanted to push the boundaries even more. I went to Sicily and I climbed the Etna active volcano live on Twitch. And I thought, okay, I'm probably the first person to ever do this on this platform. Surely I'm gonna go viral. This live stream, I think I peaked at 12 viewers, but the average was 7 or something like that. I inhaled so much volcanic dust. It was awesome though. Then of course, I'm in Paris, so let's not ignore the Eiffel Tower. I did many Eiffel Tower streams. The one that stands out the most is the one where I took my live stream with me, with my best friend, and we climbed up all the stairs up to the second floor of the Eiffel Tower. So that was interesting. I also did a stream where I went to the most touristic places in one single live stream, taking an Uber in between those places. And lastly, there was way more, but I also live stream people ziplining from the Eiffel Tower all the way down to across the garden that's in front of it.
Yo, this stopped though.
My channel wasn't blowing up at all. I wasn't seeing an increase in viewership at all, really. I was growing steadily, but very slowly, when the whole goal was to, you know, immediately blow up, do something drastic, and then boom. So my next Eiffel Tower streams, which were the most viewed streams, I would, you know, try to do less extreme stuff, not go up there, just go near it, and then do pretty much just chatting. But that was before just chatting was actually a section on Twitch. And the more I did that, the more I realized people don't really care about the Eiffel Tower. I guess it was good clickbait for the title. I would get more clicks, but ultimately people would stay and just talk to me. And sometimes I would just put the camera on me and you couldn't see the Eiffel Tower at all. So a lot of people were coming in and they didn't know I was at the Eiffel Tower at all, because some people don't read the title. But my peak viewership was when I was just sitting down and talking to people. We were having conversation. I was talking with people from all walks of life, from all around the world, and it was amazing. So even though I tried a bunch of other projects, like I made like this little robot arm that was controlled by chat, I thought, oh, that's for sure gonna go viral. I had a bubble machine be triggered every time there was an alert. I made cat ears that would move, like it had motors in it, that would also shine every time there was an alert. And although I was getting compliments on all those things, ultimately people were really more interested in me and what I had to say and the interaction that I had with them. And it basically made me reevaluate all the things, all the little gadgets, all the little things that people are adding and really spending their time and money on, when the truth is I only started growing, of course, when my YouTube started blowing up, but also when I started working on myself, when I really looked at my VODs and analyzed myself, not the content at all. Because if you're a boring person, if you're someone who doesn't know how to maintain an audience and keep their attention for hours upon hours, it doesn't matter what you're showing them. I had also done like educational live streams. I'm good at Photoshop. I thought everyone wants to learn Photoshop. I'm gonna stream Photoshop. That didn't work. I mean, I had viewers. I still had my regulars, but I didn't grow from that. I plateaued at like 10 viewers average. And it's through that experience that I know that some ideas might sound good. You might be like, hey, I'm gonna make this live stream. This is something that everyone wants. And you providing something that everyone wants doesn't mean that everyone is gonna watch it, actually. It sounds good, it makes sense. Everyone wanna learn Photoshop, everyone wants to see the Eiffel Tower. Everyone would be amazed by someone climbing an active volcano. Anyone would be impressed by floating above Paris in a giant helium balloon. I didn't have a huge audience, and those things did not bring me a huge audience. Now let's talk about, you know, the end of the list. After people are like, hey, Dr. Disrespect and Sushi Dragon. This is the part where they start listing those small streamers that you never heard of, most likely. And they'll tell you all the crazy things that those small streamers are doing. I know a couple of them. I know Strike. I know Staxologist. I know Grandudius. I know Dad's First Time. Those are people that I look at them and I'm like, wow, you're doing so much. And I feel like they don't get the recognition that they deserve. Now, since I've been talking for a while now, here's the thing. I believe that there is a certain balance. But there's also a lesson here, is that you cannot be negligent with yourself as the presenter, as the host of the show. You definitely need to work on yourself as a broadcaster. No matter what you do, you might be showing the most amazing content. I feel like if you are not pleasant to listen to look at, and I'm not talking about beauty here, I'm talking about, you know, the way you carry yourself, then you will definitely still struggle. Of course, you know, we might take examples like Shroud. Again, that's the alibi for, hey, if I'm good at the game, I'm definitely gonna blow up. This happens every like 25 years, that there's one prodigy that is as good and that also gets the recognition, but it's most often it's people who are pro players first and then become streamers. So they already have some sort of a fan base, some sort of recognition before they start. So you can't, if you're starting from scratch, you can't base your whole strategy for growth on them. It's just not viable. Especially on Twitch right now and probably also on YouTube. People watch small streamers for the interaction. If I want to watch pro players, I just watch esports. There's a ton of esports being broadcasted on the same platform. It's one click away. The main reason why I watch small streamers is because if I say hello, they'll say hello back. If I tell them, hey, my favorite breakfast is French toast, they might have an opinion on that and they might share their own opinion on it, their own taste, and we can probably find some common grounds and we might even become friends. I think that's the beauty of it all. So how do you stand out above, you know, obviously making your stuff look clean? Obviously that bar that Twitch viewers already have because they follow a couple of big streamers, they follow a lot of small streamers, and they know what is like basically the minimum to make the entertainment like watchable. You'll see it because I did a Twitter poll about this, but well, I asked a question on Twitter and the answer was always about the broadcaster. It was rarely about the gameplay. Like it was, I'm pretty sure there was nothing about the gameplay. No one was like, oh, I don't watch it if the streamer sucks. No one ever said that, but people were like, oh, if the mic is garbage, I can't watch it. People were like, oh, well, if the streamer doesn't read chat, I'm not watching. I leave. If the streamer doesn't acknowledge alerts or doesn't have alerts in certain cases, people were like, I'm leaving. Once you understand that the gameplay doesn't matter as much as you might think, I'm not saying don't be good at the game or don't be sweaty, don't be try hard. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that as soon as you click go live, your priority should be the broadcast because you were broadcasting. If you just want to have fun or play games or sweat and grind to masters on whatever game, you could do that off stream. Why don't you do it off stream? People watch you to have fun and forget about their problems. They don't want to watch you just be busy because it feels like I'm spying on you basically, and that makes me feel awkward. So once you understand the disconnection between the gameplay and the actual personality, it will kind of make you work on yourself and look at you through like the magnifying glass and work on your own personality. I'm not saying be an actor. I'm not saying play a part. I'm saying better yourself. For example, English isn't my native language, as you can probably tell. And I've had to watch back my VODs and, you know, be very picky about every single mistake, every bad pronunciation that I do. I still do it to this day. And I try to be better next time, every single time. I really feel like growth in numbers is not gonna happen if there's no growth as a person, as a broadcaster, as an entertainer. And again, that doesn't mean any specific type of entertainment. It's just the type that you want to provide. All right, before we wrap up, let's talk about the easy, the lazy ways to make it happen, basically to stand out. Number one is going to be viewer games, of course. Make your viewers participate in your games. If you're playing an online multiplayer game where you can create your own lobby, maybe, I don't know, make the viewers fight each other or create like tiny tournaments and stuff like that. Making people show up and participate actively makes you part of their pretty much daily routine, depending on how often you stream, but it makes them become regulars without them even realizing, because the day that you don't stream is the day that they don't have this thing that they do on Saturday night, which is like 1v1ing you on Rocket League or something like that. Second thing you can do is do challenges. Instead of playing a game where you go competitive and you try to play as best as you can, do little challenges, like stuff like pistols only, knives only. You can blah, blah, blah. You can put channel points that regulate that kind of stuff. Just weird, quirky, fun ideas that will make the gameplay fun without relying on you being good at the game. Often watching the streamer struggle is actually funnier than watching the streamer just be super good. Of course, there are some, you know, bells and whistles that can make you stand out. Is, I don't know, instead of having the same looking alert as everyone that would pop up in a corner that says blip, the same sound, you know, work on those, make them a little more personalized. They don't have to be crazy, they don't have to look great, they just need to be kind of special, you know. Make them full screen, for example, make them transparent. Let's make explosions happen, let's make glitter fall down, let's sit down and brainstorm. I think the biggest problem with creativity in streamers is that streamers look to other streamers, basically to figure things out. And that's not good. Streaming is kind of new, but the art of entertainment is widespread and has been there for a while. So if you're looking, for example, for a widget idea, look at other things, look at TV shows, look at movies, look at series, look at anything else than other streamers. It's kind of like when you're looking up tutorials. People are looking up tutorials for live streamers. How do I lighting for light streamers? No, lighting for short film, lighting for indie film or student film, lighting for an interview, lighting for a TV station, I don't know. Lighting for a makeup tutorial if you have to, you know, be more creative, really think outside the box, because if you look up everything for live streamers, your stuff is gonna look like any other live streamer. And when I tell someone, hey, can you imagine what one category of stream looks like? They shouldn't be able to pinpoint pretty much the exact same live stream for everyone. That shouldn't be a thing. We are content creators, right? Emphasis on creators. And the only difference between us, live streamers, and other content creators, and I'm saying that I'm a YouTuber, is the interaction. So let's bring a big dose of interaction and a big dose of creativity. My ears are ringing. And just make awesome live content that everyone can enjoy. All right, that should wrap it up. Now, something that I really want from you is to leave comments, okay? I want you to leave comments basically talking about every point that I talked about and give me your opinion, right? I want to know who's on your top 3 list of the most creative people on Twitch. Absolutely willing to discover new people that I might absolutely love, because I'm looking for creative streamers too to watch. But most importantly, tell me about those small streamers that are super creative and that, in your opinion, deserve way more recognition. And if you're looking for some dope overlays to make your Twitch channel look better, go to gumroad.com/getlevel. Most of them are free. The rest is very affordable. Also, a little plug is that I am trying to be more active on TikTok. So check me out on TikTok. I'm at getlevel. And that's it. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching my video. Go out there, make me proud. Getlevel out.